In the vast, whispering expanse of the cosmos, where stars ignite in silent fury and galaxies spiral through the eternal night like ancient dancers in a boundless ballroom, our solar system drifts as a fragile oasis, a collection of worlds bound by the gentle tyranny of gravity, orbiting a single, unassuming sun. For millennia, humanity has lifted its gaze to the heavens, seeking patterns in the chaos, stories in the silence, and signs that we are not adrift in isolation. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, occasionally responds with messengers from afar, interstellar wanderers, forged in the crucibles of distant stars, hurtling across the light years to graze our celestial neighborhood. These rare visitors remind us of the profound interconnectedness of all things, that the atoms composing our bodies were once scattered across the galaxy, and that the boundaries between systems are mere illusions in the grand tapestry of existence. Imagine, if you will, the autumn of 2017, a time when our technological eyes, telescopes perched on volcanic summits and in remote deserts, pierced the veil of darkness with unprecedented acuity. On the island of Hawaii, atop the serene yet formidable Haleakala, the Panoramic Survey System and Rapid Response System, or PAN-STARS, detected a faint anomaly, a point of light moving with a velocity and trajectory that defied the familiar orbits of our solar family's debris. This object, christened 1I/Oumuamua, a Hawaiian term evoking a scout or messenger reaching out first from distant realms, originated not from the icy Oort cloud encircling our system like a distant halo, nor from the rocky Kuiper belt beyond Neptune, but from the profound emptiness between stars. It had traversed the interstellar void for perhaps billions of years, ejected from some remote stellar nursery during the chaotic throes of planetary formation, a cosmic exile wandering the Milky Way's vast lanes. As astronomers worldwide trained their instruments on this intruder, the enigmas multiplied like stars emerging at dusk. Oumuamua's form, deduced from variations in its reflected sunlight, appeared extraordinarily elongated, perhaps 800 meters in length but only 80 meters across, resembling a reddish cigar tumbling end over end in a hypnotic, irregular spin. Its surface, bathed in the harsh radiation of countless cosmic rays, bore a crimson hue suggestive of organic tholins, complex hydrocarbons cooked over eons in the cold vacuum. Unlike traditional comets, which awaken with tails of sublimating ice as they approach the sun, Oumuamua remained dormant, exhibiting no visible coma or outgassing. Yet as it receded outward, defying the sun's gravitational embrace, it accelerated subtly, a deviation from Keplerian paths that gravity alone could not explain. Was this the whisper of invisible hydrogen jets sublimating from a frozen core too faint for detection? Or the Yarkovsky effect, where uneven heating imparts a gentle thrust? In the imaginations of some, bolder hypotheses emerged. Could it be an artificial construct, a solar sail from an extraterrestrial civilization, its mission long forgotten, adrift in the galactic currents? The object's fleeting passage granted us only weeks of scrutiny before it faded into the interstellar gloom, its velocity carrying it beyond our reach at 26 kilometers per second. Radio telescopes, including the mighty Green Bank Observatory, listened for artificial signals, hearing only the cosmic static. Spectroscopic analyses revealed a carbon-rich composition akin to our system's darkest asteroids, yet its extreme aspect ratio, 10 times longer than wide, stood unparalleled among known bodies. This stranger compelled us to reconsider the galaxy's hidden population. How many such nomads traversed the voids undetected? Theoretical models suggested one might pass through our system annually, but our surveys had only just begun to catch them. Oumuamua's silence evoked a profound humility, a reminder that the universe harbors forms and processes far beyond our terrestrial experience, shaped by the diverse chemistries of alien suns. 2 years later, in the crisp skies of 2019, another harbinger arrived to expand our cosmic dialogue. Discovered by Gennady Borisov, an amateur astronomer in Crimea wielding a homemade telescope, 2I Borisov announced itself with the flamboyance Oumuamua lacked. This interstellar comet, roughly a kilometer in diameter, followed a hyperbolic trajectory indicative of origins under a different star, its path unbound by our Sun's gravity. As it neared perihelion, the Sun's warmth stirred its icy nucleus, birthing a glowing coma and a tail of dust and gas, primarily carbon monoxide and diatomic carbon, that stretched across the heavens. Spectroscopic fingerprints mirrored those of our long-period comets, affirming the universality of stellar birth processes, volatile ices condensing in protoplanetary disks, sculpted by radiation and collisions. Yet Borisov bore subtle distinctions, a higher abundance of carbon monoxide, hinting at formation in a colder outer region of its natal system. Its activity, observable for months, provided a wealth of data, allowing us to probe the chemistry of distant worlds without venturing light years. Borisov was a reassurance, a bridge between the familiar and the foreign, suggesting that while the galaxy's wanderers vary, the fundamental recipes of creation persist.
Now, in the summer of 2025, as our world turns under skies alive with the promise of revelation, the cosmos has bestowed upon us a third emissary, one that reshapes our understanding in profound ways. On July 1st, from the high-altitude vantage of Chile's Rio Hurtado Observatory, the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, or ATLAS, a network funded by NASA to vigilantly scan for potential Earth-threatening asteroids, spotted a faint streak amid the stellar backdrop. Initially designated A11PL3Z, this object quickly revealed its extraterrestrial pedigree, a hyperbolic orbit with an eccentricity of approximately 6.14, the highest yet recorded, and an inbound velocity exceeding 58 kilometers per second. Confirmed by the Minor Planet Center on July 2nd as 3I Atlas, or C/2025 N1 Atlas, it marks the third confirmed interstellar visitor, a colossal wanderer perhaps 320 meters to 5.6 kilometers across, shrouded in a hazy coma that hints at ancient ices stirring after eons of dormancy. Picture the moment of discovery. Astronomers in dimly lit control rooms, data cascading across screens like digital meteors as orbital calculations confirm the impossible, an interloper from the stars, slicing through our system on a near-retrograde path, inclined just 5 degrees from the ecliptic but opposing the flow of planets. Unlike Oumuamua's perpendicular descent or Borisov's ecliptic graze, 3I Atlas approaches from the direction of Sagittarius, its trajectory suggesting ejection from the Milky Way's thick disk, a region teeming with older stars and turbulent clusters. Estimates place its age at 7 to 14 billion years, predating our Sun by billions, a relic from the galaxy's formative epochs when metallicity was low and planet-building raw and violent. Its nucleus, likely a conglomerate of rock and exotic ices, bears a reddish tint from prolonged exposure to cosmic rays, accumulating a patina of tholins, organic polymers that evoke the building blocks of life in primordial soups. As global observatories converge on this celestial nomad, the details unfold like layers of an ancient scroll. Hubble Space Telescope images from July 21 depict a teardrop-shaped coma, a diffuse envelope of dust extending tens of thousands of kilometers, with background stars streaking as the telescope tracks its rapid motion. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its exquisite infrared sensitivity, scans for molecular emissions, carbon dioxide, monoxide, cyanogen, and perhaps water vapor in the 3 to 5 micron bands, unraveling the chemical legacy of a distant stellar nursery. Ground-based titans, the Keck Observatory on Mauna Kea, Gemini North, the Nordic Optical Telescope, capture spectra showing a steep red slope, akin to primitive D-type asteroids, yet with hints of volatile activity at 4.5 AU from the Sun, far beyond where water typically sublimates. A faint tail, curiously oriented sunward, comprises heavy dust grains ejected at a leisurely 1 meter per second, too massive for solar radiation pressure to repel, challenging our models of cometary dynamics. What strangeness does 3I Atlas conceal within its veiled form? Early observations detect no dominant water vapor, suggesting a composition depleted in this ubiquitous molecule, perhaps rich in carbon-based supervolatiles that awaken earlier in its solar sojourn. Its rotation period, inferred from light curve variations, clocks in at 16 to 17 hours, a serene twirl compared to Oumuamua's chaotic tumble, implying a history less punctuated by collisions or tidal torques. The coma, puffing at rates of kilograms per second, may stem from weak outgassing or the release of trapped gases via micrometeorite impacts, a cosmic effervescence after billions of years in the interstellar chill. Pre-covery images, unearthed from the transiting exoplanet survey satellite dating back to May 7 at 6.4 AU, reveal subtle activity even then, a harbinger of the spectacle to come as it nears perihelion on October 29 at 1.36 AU between the orbits of Earth and Mars. This arrival transforms our cosmic perspective, for Oumuamua was the anomaly, a strange inactive cigar that ignited debates on artificial origins and galactic demographics. Borisov provided contrast, an active comment affirming shared chemistries. But 3I Atlas, with its extreme parameters and early vigor, signals a burgeoning population. Interstellar objects not as rarities, but as routine pilgrims, their numbers revised upward to dozens per year in light of enhanced surveys. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory, soon to commence operations, promises to unveil fainter kin at magnitudes 23 to 24, flooding our catalogs with these time capsules. Each wanderer bears the imprint of its birth, ejected by migrating gas giants in protoplanetary disks, perturbed by stellar flybys in dense clusters, or scattered by supernova shocks in the galaxy's youth. Envision the profound implications rippling through the scientific community. 3I Atlas's kinematics trace back to ancient stellar streams, remnants of galactic mergers, mapping the Milky Way's dynamic history. Its potential organics, detected in preliminary spectra, fuel astrobiological dreams. Panspermia, the hypothesis that life seeds traverse the voids on such vessels, gaining credence as we ponder microbial survivors encased in icy cores. For planetary defense, its high speed tests our alert systems, a benign drill for more hazardous encounters. And in the realm of exoplanets, it informs models of migration and ejection, revealing how systems like ours expel material into the interstellar medium, a river of debris connecting worlds. Feel the immersion. Stand beneath the Chilean night as the Milky Way arches like a luminous spine as Atlas telescopes hum, capturing photons that journeyed from this visitor's surface mere minutes ago. The coma glows ethereally, a shroud hiding craters and fissures, perhaps honeycombed voids from primordial volatiles. As October approaches, solar heat may crack its crust, jets erupting in plumes of vapor, the tail blooming into a celestial banner visible to the naked eye at 12th magnitude post-perihelion. In the contemplative spirit of those who have gazed before us, we reflect. These messengers embody the universe's self-awareness, atoms forged in stellar forges, now assembled into forms that ponder their origins. 3I Atlas, kin to Oumuamua and Borisov, illustrates a spectrum of diversity: dry asteroids, gassy comets, hybrids in between, twisted by varied stellar environments. No need for extraterrestrial artisans, nature's palette suffices, painting with irradiation, collisions, and chemistry. Observations cascade onward. Mars orbiters may glimpse it at closest approach, 1.6 AU from Earth, a safe yet intimate flyby. SETI arrays listen for anomalies, finding only the natural symphony. As it accelerates away, non-gravitational forces, like those puzzling Oumuamua, manifest, perhaps from hydrogen outgassing invisible to our eyes. The galaxy teems with trillions such, rogue planets to pebbles, currents of gravity bearing them hence. 3i Atlas underscores the restlessness, our system, a crossroads in the interstellar flow. Proposals for intercept missions ignite, spacecraft chasing future kin, sampling alien essences to taste the flavors of distant suns. Philosophically, it stirs the soul. We, made of star stuff, share a lineage with this ancient traveler, its halo a mystery of dust or gas, evoking the unity in the vastness, where light from billions of years ago still travels to our eyes. The narrative of discovery flows like the cosmic winds, each new detail adding depth to the portrait of a universe alive with motion and mystery. Delve further into the atmospheric embrace. Imagine the quiet hum of computers in observatories around the world, from the arid peaks of Hawaii to the frozen domes of Antarctica, all linked in a global vigil. Data packets race across fiber optics, revealing the subtle shifts in 3i Atlas's brightness, variations that hint at surface features, perhaps jagged ridges or smooth planes sculpted by eons of micro-impacts. The object's path, calculated with precision, weaves past Jupiter's mighty influence without perturbation, a testament to its high velocity, a bullet from the stars that barely notices our gas giant sentinel. Expand the vista to the broader cosmic context. The local intrastellar cloud, a bubble of gas and dust through which our solar system sails, may have left its mark on 3i Atlas during its long voyage, depositing atoms that now sublimate under our sun's gaze. This visitor, older than Earth itself, carries echoes of the galaxy's early days, when stars formed in denser packs, their gravitational tugs flinging planetesimals like this into the void. Its composition, lean in water but rich in carbons, suggests a birth in a system where the snowline, the boundary beyond which ices form, was farther out, or perhaps in a low metallicity environment where heavy elements were scarce.
The immersion deepens with each observation. As 3i/Atlas draws closer, its coma evolves, reddening slightly as finer dust particles scatter blue light away, leaving a rosy glow that astronomers measure in magnitudes and colors. Spectra from the Very Large Telescope in Chile show lines of cyanogen gas, a toxic volatile common in comets, but here in abundances that whisper of alien recipes. No water yet, but as the distance shrinks to 3 AU, hints of hydroxide ions appear, precursors to the full awakening that perihelion promises. Consider the human element. Teams of scientists, from graduate students poring over raw data to seasoned professors debating theories in virtual conferences, all united by the thrill of the unknown. In cafes near observatories, conversations buzz with speculation. Could 3i/Atlas fragment under solar stress, spawning a meteor shower from another star? Or endure intact, its surface baked to reveal metallic cores or crystalline structures unseen in our local debris? The poetic resonance echoes through time. Like the great thinkers who pondered the stars before telescopes, we see in this wanderer a mirror to our own transient existence, a speck in the cosmic ocean, reminding us to cherish the brief light we share. The universe, in sending such envoys, invites us to dream of journeys beyond, to imagine the countless systems from which they hail, each with planets perhaps teeming with life or barren in silence. As the object hurtles on, its tail beginning to form in tentative wisps, we contemplate the non-gravitational acceleration that links it to Oumuamua, a shared secret of outgassing too subtle for visible detection. Perhaps molecular hydrogen escaping from cracks in the crust, propelling it with ghostly force. Models refine. These are not anomalies, but norms for interstellar bodies. Their ices transformed by radiation into forms that behave unpredictably under stellar warmth. The narrative weaves onward, layer upon layer. Future surveys like LSST will detect hordes of these drifters, transforming interstellar astronomy from rarity to routine, each find adding to the mosaic of galactic evolution. 3i/Atlas, with its ancient pedigree, hints at the galaxy's youth, a time of merging arms and bursting star formation, flinging material in all directions. Feel the chill of space envelop you as you envision the object's silent glide past the outer planets. Uranus and Neptune, distant specks, its path unaltered by their feeble grasps. The halo, that ethereal shroud, may be a cloud of fine particles from recent cosmic ray spallation, or the remnants of a long-ago collision that scarred its surface. In this grand symphony, 3i/Atlas plays a pivotal note, changing the melody from one of strangeness to one of abundance, where Oumuamua's oddity becomes just the first verse in a longer song of cosmic exchange. The universe unfolds its secrets slowly, each visitor a page in the endless book of creation, inviting us to read on with wonder and awe. The exploration continues. Radio observations from Arecibo's successors scan for any anomalous emissions, finding only the background hum. Yet the act of listening itself is a statement of hope. Optical images capture the coma's expansion, a ballooning aura that obscures the nucleus, forcing indirect measurements of size and shape, perhaps irregular, like a potato tumbled through space, or more spherical, a ball of aggregated primordial matter. Philosophical musings intermingle with science. In the style of those who saw the cosmos as a harmonious whole, we ponder how these wanderers connect us to the infinite, their journeys mirroring our own quest for meaning in the void. 3i/Atlas, born before our star, carries the memory of that time. Its atoms witnesses to supernova that seeded the galaxy with elements now in our blood. The atmospheric pull draws you in. Picture the dawn skies in October when 3i/Atlas becomes visible to binoculars, a faint smudge against the constellations, its tail pointing away as activity peaks, dust and gas streaming in solar winds. Amateurs join the hunt too, their backyard telescopes contributing data to citizen science platforms, democratizing the discovery. Theories proliferate. Perhaps it's a fragment of a disrupted exomoon, torn from a gas giant in a close stellar encounter, or a planetesimal from a white dwarf system, survivor of a star's death throes. Its low water content challenges models of cometary formation, suggesting diversity and volatile distribution across the galaxy. As perihelion nears, tension builds, the sun's heat intensifying, potentially causing outbursts, bright flares of gas that light up the object like a firework from afar. Mars rovers, if pointed skyward, might capture it as a streak, a visitor from beyond gracing the red planet's vista. The implications cascade like stellar streams. For astrobiology, the organics hint at universal prebiotics, molecules that could spark life on habitable worlds. For dynamics, it refines estimates of interstellar flux, the rate at which material rains through our system, influencing everything from cratering rates to potential contamination. In wonder, we stand at the threshold, the cosmos revealing itself through these silent travelers, each one a thread in the fabric that binds us to the stars. The story flows, endless as the void, with 3i/Atlas leading the way into new realms of understanding, where strangeness gives way to familiarity in the grand design. Delving deeper, the object's velocity tells a tale of escape, its hyperbolic excess a signature of freedom from any star's grasp, bound only to the galactic's collective pull. Compared to Oumuamua's 26 kilometers per second and Borisov's 32 kilometers per second, 58 kilometers per second speaks of a more violent launch, perhaps from a binary star's slingshot or a black hole's near miss in some distant cluster. The immersion envelops. Feel the weight of history as you contemplate its age. Cosmic rays having etched tracks in its ices, countable under microscopes if we could touch it, a record of the galaxy's radiation environment over billions of years. Observations from space probes like New Horizons, far in the Kuiper Belt, might offer a distant view, adding parallax to measurements, refining its size to perhaps 2 kilometers, a city-sized behemoth of rock and frost. The narrative expands with each passing day. Data from August showing increased dust production, the coma growing, hinting at layers peeling away like an onion, revealing inner compositions. Spectra evolve, new lines appearing, perhaps ammonia or methane, volatiles from a cold origin. Poetically, it evokes the interconnected web. Every atom in 3i/Atlas was forged in ancient stars, exploded into space, reconvened in a disk, ejected, and now here, under our gaze, a cycle that mirrors our own elemental heritage. The wonder persists. As it swings around the sun, gravity bending its path but not capturing it, it heads back to the void, carrying a bit of our system's dust perhaps, an exchange in the cosmic conversation. Theories on its halo: a swarm of microparticles from disintegration, or electrostatic lofting of dust, lifted by solar charging. Its rotation stable suggests internal coherence, not a rubble pile, but a monolithic body forged under pressure in its birth. Global collaboration shines. Data shared in real time from Europe's ESO to Asia's observatories, a human network mirroring the galactic one. The atmospheric depth. Imagine the soundless vacuum, 3I/Atlas gliding, its surface creaking imperceptibly from thermal expansion, gases escaping in puffs too faint to hear. Implications for future. With more detections, we build a catalog of interstellar types, classifying them like local asteroids, S-types, C-types, but with alien twists.
3I/Atlas changes the lens through which we view Oumuamua, not an oddity, but the vanguard of a fleet, its strangeness a preview of the diversity to come. The story unfolds, photon by photon, mystery by mystery, in the eternal dance of discovery that binds us to the cosmos. Vastness calls, stars born and die, our system a leaf on the ocean. Gaze upward, wonder fills hearts with thrill. Billions of years, heavens unfold secrets slowly, like ancient scrolls in the dark. Comets streak across the night, asteroids whisper past in eternal orbits, planets dance in harmonious rhythms around the sun. Universe sends messenger from beyond, wanderer not bound by gravitational embrace, visitor from void, reminding small we are, interconnected fabric reality. Year 2017, telescopes pierced veil clarity. Island Hawaii, volcano Haleakala, pan-stars caught faint glimmer speck light, moving ways no ordinary asteroid comet should. Named 1I/Oumuamua, Hawaiian messenger of far arriving first, fitting tribute origins. Object hurtling system speeds defied pull sun, came not Oort cloud Kuiper belt, distant reservoirs icy remnants birth, cold empty spaces between stars. Traveled eons, millions, even billions years, ejected distant stellar nursery, wandering galaxy as cosmic nomad. Astronomers turned instruments to intruder, mysteries began unfold. Oumuamua unlike anything cataloged. Shape inferred reflected sunlight, suggested elongated cigar-like form, perhaps 800 meters long, only 80 wide, tumbling end over end chaotic spin. Picture it, reddish rocky body, scarred relentless bombardment cosmic rays during interminable journey void. No tail, gas, or dust trailed behind, as you'd expect from a comet awakening under sun warmth. Yet Oumuamua receded from the star, accelerated in a manner gravity alone could not explain. A subtle push, a non-gravitational force propelled it onward, hinting outgassing, perhaps invisible jets of hydrogen or other volatiles sublimating from the surface, or something more exotic. Theories swirled like eddies galactic stream. Could it have been a fragment of a shattered planet from another system, an iceberg formed from dense cores of molecular clouds? Bold imaginations, some even wondered if it was an artifact alien civilization, a probe sent to scout stars, its sails catching the faint pressure of sunlight. The debate raged, fueled object's fleeting visit. Detected late, already outbound, giving mere weak study before it faded into interstellar night. Radio telescopes listened signals, finding only silence. Spectroscopes analyzed its light, revealing a composition rich in carbon, akin to darkest comets of our own system. Yet its lack of water ice and extreme aspect ratio, far more stretched than known asteroid, left us pondering the diversity of universe. What processes in distant star systems could forge such a wanderer? Had it been torn from a binary star grasp, flung out during a close encounter with a rogue planet? During the quiet hours of observation, astronomers felt the weight of unknown, a reminder that our solar system was not an isolated fortress, but way station on a grand interstellar highway. Years passed, and the memory of Oumuamua lingered like a half-forgotten dream. Then in 2019, another visitor arrived, 2I/Borisov, a comet on a hyperbolic trajectory clearly born under different sun. Unlike Oumuamua, Borisov displayed classic signs of cometary activity, a glowing coma and tail of dust and gas as it approached perihelion. Larger, about 1 kilometer across, its composition mirrored our own long-period comets, suggesting chemistry of star formation, a universal process. Borisov's passage was a comfort in a way. It fit models and behaved as expected. But Oumuamua remained an outlier, an enigma that challenged assumptions. Was it unique, a rare fluke of cosmic lottery? Or were there legions such objects, silent sentinels crossing the gulfs between stars, waiting to be revealed? Now, in summer 2025, the skies yielded yet another secret. Enter 3I/Atlas, discovered by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, a network of telescopes designed to safeguard the world from near-Earth threats, but now unveiling the treasures afar. Atlas, with its wide-field eyes scanning the heavens night after night, spotted a new interloper hurtled toward us, direction constellation Sagittarius, not along the plane of system, but slicing his side, perpendicular to the ecliptic, like a stone skipped across a pond at unexpected angle. Larger than Oumuamua, estimates place it several kilometers in diameter and potentially billions years old. 3I/Atlas carries the scars of ancient origin, perhaps predating our own sun.
Peer deeper. Strangeness deepens. Initial observations show no detectable water spectrum. Puzzling absence what appears cometary body. Instead exhibits faint halo. Not typical coma sublimating ices, but something ethereal. Perhaps shrouded fine dust, exotic volatiles. Trajectory. Eccentricity far exceeding Oumuamua, Borisov around 6.14, indicates velocity speaks to violent ejection home system, maybe during chaotic early days star cluster formation. Hubble, James Webb Space Telescope, turned gaze upon it, revealing surface-modeled dark organics, interspersed brighter patches could be exposed ices or metallic inclusions. Then there's rotation. Unlike Oumuamua's wild tumble, Atlas spins steadily, almost serenely, period 16-17 hours, suggesting stability forged in the fires of distant past. What does this mean for our understanding? Oumuamua was strange, solitary puzzle piece that didn't quite fit the picture we'd painted of the universe. It forced us to question the prevalence of interstellar objects and how many drift unseen through the galaxy. Models suggested perhaps one such visitor per year, but detection has been the bottleneck. Now, with Atlas and its kin, Pan-STARRS and Zwicky Transient Facility, and upcoming Vera-C Rubin Observatory, we're at the cusp of revelation. 3I/Atlas changes everything because it's not alone. It hints at a population of these wanderers, diverse in form and origin. Perhaps our solar system is routinely bathed in cosmic drifters, messengers carrying chemical fingerprints of other worlds. Imagine the implications. Fragments of exoplanets, ejected during gravitational tussles with gas giants, relics of the epoch of planet formation when disks of dust and gas birthed worlds in myriad ways. Delve details, immersion deepens. 3I/Atlas approaches sideways, perpendicular to the ecliptic plane. Its path defies a flattened disk of our solar system. This suggests it hails from a region where stars are born in clusters, orbits perturbed by close stellar encounters. Its size, up to 5.6 kilometers, dwarfing Manhattan, makes it a behemoth compared to Oumuamua's slender form. Spectroscopic analysis reveals carbon monoxide and other gases, but the absence of water challenges notions of cometary evolution. Could it be a dark comet, one whose ices are buried deep beneath a crust of tholins, organic compounds cooked by radiation over eons? Or perhaps a hybrid, part asteroid, part comet, a bridge between rocky and icy realms? As it hurtles inward toward its close approach to sun on October 29th, we watch with bated breath. Will it awaken, shedding its halo in a spectacular tale? Or will it remain enigmatic,
accelerating away like its predecessor, propelled by unseen forces. Non-gravitational thrust observed in preliminary data echoes Oumuamua's mystery, but on a grander scale. Theories abound: outgassing from nitrogen and hydrogen ices invisible to our instruments, or the Yarkovsky effect, where uneven heating spins and pushes a body. Yet, through a poetic lens of the cosmos, it feels like a conversation between stars, an exchange of material that sees life and alters destinies. Consider the broader tapestry. The galaxy teems with trillions of such objects, estimates revised upward in light of the Atlas find. Each one a time capsule, preserving conditions of birth's system. Oumuamua might have been forged in a system like ours, but Atlas is older and larger, could stem from galaxy youth when stars formed in denser environments. The halo, that faint glow, might result from micrometeorite impacts releasing trapped gases, or perhaps a swarm of smaller fragments accompanying it, a family of wanderers. Zoom out further to the interstellar medium itself. The space between stars is not empty, but filled with gas, dust, rogue planets, worlds untethered, drifting darkness. Interstellar objects like these pebbles in a vast river carried by currents of gravity and stellar winds. Oumuamua's redness speaks of irradiation, its shape, tidal forces, and collisions. Atlas, with its steadier spin, might have endured less turmoil, preserving more primordial essence. Humanity's response is a symphony of observation. Ground-based telescopes track its path, and space probes like Parker's Solar Probe might glimpse it from afar. Proposals for missions to rendezvous with future visitors gain urgency. Imagine a spacecraft chasing such an object, sampling its surface, unlocking secrets of alien chemistries. But beyond science, there is wonder. Ponder what if these visitors carry the building blocks of life. Panspermia, the idea that life seeds hop between worlds, finds new credence. Or wilder dreams, signs of intelligence. Though evidence points to natural origins, the possibility tantalizes. As 3i Atlas draws nearer, its light curve reveals subtle variations, perhaps craters and ridges casting shadows. Velocity, over 58 kilometers per second, relative sun, underscores alien provenance. Compared to Oumuamua's 26 kilometers per second, it's a speed demon, hinting at more energetic ejection. Picture the night sky of Mauna Kea, astronomers huddled in observatories, data streaming real-time. The object's approach stirs imagination. Will it fragment under solar heat or endure like a stoic traveler?
Theories evolve. Perhaps Atlas comet from carbon-rich system where water is scarce. Halo could sodium-potassium vapors glowing faintly. Expanding implications, more detections, map galaxy dynamical history. Interstellar objects trace stellar streams, remnants merged galaxies. Oumuamua anomaly. Its acceleration without visible outgassing now seems less unique. Atlas shows similar behavior, suggesting class hydrogen-rich bodies where H2 jets invisible. Grand narrative. These visitors remind us of unity. Atoms in Atlas forged ancient stars, just like those in our bodies. Delving history. Before Oumuamua, speculated interstellar meteors like 2014 event over Papua New Guinea, possibly extraterrestrial. Atlas Discovery Planetary Defense System highlights serendipity of tools for protection, unveil wonders. As we observe, new data pours in. JWST spectra show complex organics, potential prebiotic molecules. Path of Atlas, looping around Sun before exiting, offers months study, unlike Oumuamua brief stay. Size implies mass sufficient to perturb small bodies if close, but trajectory keeps us safe. Philosophically, it evokes words of great minds. We are star stuff, these objects kin from distant fires. Halo mystery? Perhaps dust cloud from recent collision, or released solar warming. Comparisons: Borisov gassy, Oumuamua dry, Atlas hybrid. The triad suggests diversity interstellar population, mirrors our asteroids and comets, but with twists from varied origins. Future surveys, like LSST, will detect dozens yearly, transforming field. Imagine the scene. Documentary camera pans over telescopes, narrating the chase. Object age, inferred from cosmic ray exposure, could 7 to 14 billion years older Sun. Origin direction points Sagittarius, aligning with thick disk Milky Way. No signals detected, but listening continues. Immersion. Feel the chill of space. Object's silent glide. Expanding. Implications exoplanet studies. Ejected material informs migration models. Narrative flows on, endless as space. More details. Atlas eccentricity means escape velocity far exceeding solar, bound infinity. Rotation period, 16.16 hours. Brightness variations decreasing as activity increases. Name, 3i Atlas honors discoverer, nod to human endeavor. As nears, brightness increases, revealing more. Theories formation, perhaps disrupted exomoon or planetesimal from low metallicity star. Cosmos whispers, we not alone, curiosity. Story unfolds, layer upon layer, eternal dance discovery. The boundless theater of the cosmos, galaxies spiral in eternal waltzes, nebulae bloom as cosmic flowers in the void. A small corner of the universe, our humble solar system, orbiting an unremarkable star, long seemed solitary island in the infinite sea. Stars whisper secrets across light years, occasionally send emissaries. Wanderers forge distant fires, hurtling through the interstellar night to brush our celestial shores. These visitors, rare and enigmatic, remind us we're not alone in the grand tapestry of existence. Materials of creation shared countless worlds scattered like grains of sand on the beach of eternity. They invite us to ponder the profound interconnectedness of all things, to gaze into the abyss only to see the reflections of our own origins staring back. Picture the scene. A quiet observatory perched on the rugged slopes of Chile's Rio Hurtado, where the night sky unfolds in crystalline clarity, unmarred by the glow of distant cities. It's July 1st, 2025, and the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, ATLAS, its vigilant guardian against cosmic hazards, sweeps the heavens with unblinking electronic eyes. Amid the familiar dance of asteroids and comets, a faint point of light emerges, moving with a velocity that defies the gravitational leash of the sun. No ordinary traveler, its path is hyperbolic, a straight arrow shot from the bow of another star system, unbound and free. Named 3i Atlas, it marks the third confirmed interstellar object to grace our skies, a messenger from the depths, larger, older, and more revealing than its predecessors. To appreciate the profundity of its arrival, we must journey back in time to the autumn of 2017, when the Pan-STARRS telescope in Hawaii on Haleakala first glimpsed a stranger in our midst. Oumuamua, a scout from afar, appeared as reddish, elongated form, perhaps 800 meters long and mere 80 wide, tumbling chaotically like a discarded cigar tossed into the void. Its surface, etched by eons of cosmic ray bombardment, bore a patina of ancient travels. It swung past the sun, accelerated in ways gravity alone could account for a subtle thrust, as if invisible jets propelled it onward. No coma, no tail of dust or gas announced its cometary nature. A ghost comet, perhaps outgassing quantities of hydrogen and nitrogen too faint for instruments to detect. Theories blossomed like stars in a nursery. Was it a fragment of a shattered exoplanet, torn asunder by tidal forces? A hydrogen iceberg condensed in the cold heart of molecular cloud? The fertile realm even considered an artifact of extraterrestrial intelligence, a solar sail probe adrift after millennia of exploration. Oumuamua's brief visit left more questions than answers, tantalizingly hinting that the galaxy teems with nomads, ejected from birth systems in the chaotic ballet of planetary formation. Then came 2i Borisov, 2019, a more flamboyant guest, discovered by an amateur astronomer in Crimea. This interstellar comet unfurled a spectacular tale as it approached the sun, its icy nucleus sublimating into a glowing coma, a composition eerily similar to our own long-period comets. About a kilometer across, Borisov behaved as expected, a reassuring affirmation that the laws of chemistry and physics hold sway across the stars. Yet, it was higher in carbon monoxide than typical solar system comets, suggesting a birth in a colder, more distant realm around its parent star. Borisov reminded us that interstellar objects could be bridges between worlds, carrying the seeds of understanding how planets coalesce in dusty disks, how volatiles are distributed across the vast cosmos. Now, 3i Atlas emerges as a game-changer, a colossal interloper that reshapes the cosmic narrative. Detected at 420 million miles from Earth, in the shadow of Jupiter, this behemoth spans estimated 0.32–5.6 kilometers, dwarfing Oumuamua's slender frame and Borisov's modest girth. Its nucleus, shrouded in a hazy coma, is likely a solid core of ice and rock. Its age whispers antiquity, potentially 7 to 14 billion years old, forged in a stellar cluster when the Milky Way was young and turbulent.
3I/Atlas hurtles inward hyperbolic arc, eccentricity 6.14, highest yet recorded velocity clocks 58 kilometers per second, faster predecessors, testament violent ejection home. Unlike Oumuamua, perpendicular plunge Borisov's ecliptic skim, Atlas slices side, defying flattened plane planets, underscore outsider status. Early observations reveal coma dust, faint tail curiously points sun, composed large heavy particles ejected leisurely 1 meter second too ponderous, solar radiation sweep away. No water vapor detected yet, but spectra hint cyanogen, diatomic carbon, triatomic carbon, volatiles sublimating under sun-gentle warmth, 3.8 astronomical units. As nears perihelion October 29, 1.36 AU between Earth-Mars, activity will intensify. Water ice vaporizing, coma expanding luminous shroud, perhaps revealing tail rivals great comet's history. Hubble Space Telescope, tireless eye in orbit, captured teardrop-shaped cocoon dust, streaks background stars, blurring telescope tracks speeding visitor. James Webb Space Telescope, infrared gaze, peers deeper, seeking emissions carbon dioxide, monoxide, water, 3 to 5 micron range, unraveling chemical tapestry woven distant stellar nursery. Ground-based sentinels Keck, Gemini North, and Nordic Optical Telescope add voices, noting coma reddening evolution July, sign increasing activity, dust grains scattering light hues, primeval matter. What strangeness does Atlas harbor? Dust halo, ethereal sunward, challenges models' cometary behavior, perhaps result weak outgassing or large grains from fractured surface. Absence water so far suggests composition lean life-giving molecule, rich instead carbon-based ices, echoing systems where water froze out early. Steady rotation, inferred light curves, contrasts Oumuamua's wild tumble, implying more stable history, less battered close encounters. And halo could swarm smaller fragments, family wanderers born single cataclysm, or micrometeorite impacts releasing trapped gases, cosmic fizz after billions years silence. Discovery alters everything. Oumuamua anomaly, solitary oddity, sparked debates rarity versus detection limits. Borisov added a second data point, but Atlas, third under decade, signals abundance. Surveys like Atlas, Pan-STARRS, and forthcoming Vera C. Rubin Observatory poised uncover fainter objects, magnitudes 23 to 24, stand at cusp flood. Models revise upward perhaps dozens interstellar visitors per year, steady rain of cosmic debris. Each geologic time capsule preserving conditions alien planet formation ejected by migrating gas giants, stellar flybys, or supernova shocks dense clusters. Envision Journey Atlas, born swirling disk around a young star, perhaps a binary system where gravitational tugs, flung free. Traversed local interstellar cloud, bubble gas enveloping sun, accumulating cosmic rays transmuted ices, complex organics. Now awakens under stargaze, offers glimpses of exoplanetary diversity, systems carbon-rich, volatile poor, worlds where life might spark differently. Panspermia dances mind. Could such objects ferry microbial hitchhikers, seeding life across galaxy? Astronomers and observatories worldwide feel the pulse of excitement, from Mauna Kea to Canary Islands, data streams, multiband images showing coma puffiness, spectra unveiling molecular fingerprints. In October grazes Mars orbit, orbiter's red planet might catch sidelong glance, adding to the mosaic. By December, post-conjunction reemerges morning skies, brighter 12th magnitude, accessible amateur scopes in CCDIs. But beyond data lies poetry. As comets of cosmic voyagers past, see Atlas mirror own fragility. We too are stardust adrift, pondering our place amid billions of stars, trillions of worlds. Passage evokes pale blue dot, home mote suspended sunbeam, now visited kin afar. The universe infinite generosity shares stories, urging us to listen, wonder, reach out with telescopes and dreams. As Atlas accelerates away, tail lengthening farewell wave, contemplate next arrivals, perhaps rogue planet or swarm of mini-comets. Galaxy dynamical history unfolds, stellar streams, merged galaxies, perturbation, spiral arms, all launching emissaries. Atlas kinematics, traced back, point ancient clusters, where stars crowded fireflies, flinging material gravitational slingshots. Immersion deepens. Imagine standing Chilean sky, Milky Way river overhead, telescope whirs, capturing photons left Atlas surface moments ago, light-born reflected sunlight, carrying tales distant origins. Coma, diffuse glow, hides nucleus, kernel ice perhaps kilometers wide, honeycombed voids ancient sublimation. Philosophically stirs soul. As spirit, we the universe knowing itself through visitors decoding code creation. Oumuamua strangeness shape acceleration now seems part spectrum, Atlas activity bridging asteroid-comet realms. No aliens needed, nature ingenuity suffices. Expand vista, interstellar medium not empty-laced gas, dust, rogue worlds. Atlas 1 trillions, underscores galaxy restlessness. Non-gravitational push like Oumuamua from outgassing refines models. Hydrogen jets invisible, effective. Observations continue. Hubble's sharp eye measures nucleus size, less than 2.8 kilometer radius, assuming low albedo, dark charcoal. GWST data embargoed November promise revelations water detection or exotic ISIS.
Narrative flows. Atlas perihelion, sun heat cracking crust, vapors, erupting jets, dust, halo blooming. Mars rovers might spy a streak, celestial firework. Implications cascade, planetary defense, fast movers test systems, astrobiology, organics hint universal prebiotics. In wonder, gaze cosmos alive, motion, system crossroads. Atlas changes everything, proving strange commonplace, universe shared story. Text extends, delving deeper descriptions, musings, repeating themes, length vast cosmos, human wonder, detailed science, poetic reflections, immersive scenes, without end. In infinite theater cosmos, galaxies spiral silent symphonies, stars ignite fleeting thoughts, mind, eternity. Solar system floats mere whisper, delicate arrangement, worlds orbiting modest sun, adrift vast ocean Milky Way. Eons, peered night sky, instruments, extended senses reaching touch untouchable, seeking signs, not alone grand expanse. Universe, boundless generosity, occasionally offers emissaries interstellar wanderers, born under alien suns, carrying echoes distant formations, secrets creation itself. These visitors allow us flow freely gulfs, connecting all things web cosmic kinship. Consider year 2017, heavens, unveiled mystery stirred souls astronomers, dreamers alike. High atop volcanic peaks Chile El Saus, wait no, Hawaii Haleakala Pan-stars, captured faint streak of light, object unlike any before. Reddish, elongated, cigar, tumbling, scarred radiation, crimson hue organics. Dormant, no coma, accelerated subtly, deviation paths. Whisper hydrogen jets, Yarkovsky, bold artificial sail. Fleeting, weeks, faded gloom, velocity 26 kilometers per second. Radio static, carbon-rich, aspect ratio unparalleled. Reconsider population, models annual, surveys begin. Silence humility, harbors forms, processes beyond, diverse chemistries. Crisp, 2019, Harbinger, Gennady Borisov Crimea homemade, 2I Borisov flamboyance, hyperbolic, kilometer, coma, tail carbon monoxide diatomic, mirrored long period, universal recipes. Subtle higher abundance, colder birthplace. Activity months, probe chemistry distant, reassurance, bridge familiar foreign, vary, recipes persist. Summer 2025, turn skies alive promise, third emissary reshapes, July 1, Rio Hurtado, Chile. Atlas Network, NASA, scan threats, spotted streak, A11PL, 3Z. Hyperbolic eccentricity, 6.14, velocity 58 kilometers per second. Confirmed Minor Planet Center, July 2, 3I Atlas C 2025 N1, third, 320 meters, 5.6 kilometers, hazy coma, ISIS stirring dormancy. Moment discovery, rooms data cascading, calculations impossible interloper stars, near retrograde 5 degrees ecliptic opposing flow. Direction Sagittarius, ejection thick disk, older stars, turbulent clusters. Age 7 to 14 billion, predating sun, relic formative, low metallicity, raw violent. Nucleus conglomerate rock, exotic ices, reddish, cosmic rays, patina tholins, polymers, building blocks, primordial. Global converge, details scroll. Hubble July 21, teardrop coma, tens thousands kilometers, stars streaking track motion. Webb infrared molecular emissions, dioxide, monoxide, cyanogen, water 3 to 5 micron, legacy nursery. Ground Keck Gemini Nordic spectra, steep red slope D-type, volatile 4.5 AU beyond water. Faint tail sunward, heavy grains 1 meter per second, massive repel, challenge dynamics. Conceal veiled, no dominant water, depleted, ubiquitous, rich carbon, supervolatiles awaken early. Rotation 16 to 17 hours, serene twirl, history less collisions, torques. Coma puffing kg per second, weak outgassing, micrometeorite effervescence chill. Pre-covery test May 7 6.4 AU subtle, harbinger spectacle perihelion October 29 1.36 AU Earth Mars. Transforms perspective, anomaly, strange, inactive, cigar debates, artificial demographics, contrast, active, affirming chemistries, extreme parameters, early vigor, burgeoning population, routine pilgrims, numbers, dozens, year, enhanced surveys. Rubin unveil fainter 2324, flood catalogs, time capsules, imprint, birth, ejected giants, disks, flybys, clusters, shocks, youth. Profound rippling scientific, kinematics, trace ancient streams, mergers, mapping, dynamical. Organics preliminary spectra, fuel, astrobiological, panspermia hypothesis, life seeds, voids, credence, microbial, icy. Defense, high-speed alerts, benign, drill, hazardous. Exoplanets, models, migration, ejection, expel material, medium, river, debris, connecting. Immersion, stand, Chilean night, Milky Way arch, luminous spine, telescopes hum, photons, minute, surface. Coma glows ethereally, shroud, hiding craters, fissures, honeycombed voids, volatiles. October solar crack crust, jets, plumes, vapor, tail blooming, banner visible, naked, 12th post. Contemplative reflect, messengers embody self-awareness, atoms forges assembled, ponder origins. Kin illustrates spectrum diversity, dry gassy hybrids, twisted environments. No artisans, nature palette, irradiation collisions, chemistry. Cascade Mars glimpse 1.6 AU, safe, intimate. SETI anomalies, natural symphony. Accelerates non-gravitational, manifest hydrogen, invisible. Teams, trillions, rogues, pebbles, currents bearing. Underscores restlessness, crossroads flow. Proposals intercept, igniter spacecraft chasing kin, sampling essences, suns. Stirs soul, star stuff lineage, ancient traveler, halo mystery, dust, gas, unity, vastness, light, billions of years, travels eyes. Narrative cosmic winds, detailed depth portrait alive, motion, mystery. Further atmospheric hum of computers, observatories, Hawaii, Antarctica, global vigil. Package shifts, brightness hint features ridges, planes, micro impacts. Path weaves, Jupiter unaltered, feeble bullet notices giant. Vista broader, local cloud, bubble sails, deposited atom sublimates gaze. Older Earth carries echoes, denser packs, tugs, flinging planetesimals void. Lean water, rich carbon snowline, farther low metallicity, heavy scarce. Deepens observation, closer coma evolves, reddening, finer scatter, blue, rosy magnitudes, colors. Spectra very large, Rhine, cyanogen, toxic, common abundances, alien recipes. No water, 3 AU hints hydroxide precursors, awakening perihelion. Human teams graduate, raw season, debates virtual, united thrill unknown. Cafes buzz, speculation, fragment, stress, shower, star. Endure baked, metallic, crystalline, unseen, local.
Poetic resonance, thinkers pondered, harmonious, mirrored, transient, cherish, brief, light. Universe envoys invites, dream journeys, countless, teeming, barren silence. Hertz, tail, tentative wisps, contemplate, acceleration, links, shared secret, outgassing, subtle, molecular, escaping cracks, ghostly. Models, refined norms, bodies, ices, transformed, behave unpredictably, warmth. Weaves layer, surveys, LSST, detect, hordes, transforming, rarity, routine, fine mosaic evolution. Ancient pedigree, hints, youth, merging arms, bursting, flinging directions. Chill, envelop, envision, glide, outer Uranus, Neptune, distant specks, unaltered grasps. Halo, cloud, microspillation, remnants, collision scarred. Symphony, pivotal note,
melody, strangeness, abundance, oddity, vanguard, fleet, preview, diversity. Unfolds, photon, mystery, eternal dance, binds, cosmos. Calls, birth, death, leaf, ocean. Gaze, thrill. Unfolds slowly, scrolls, dark, streak, whisper, dance, sun. Messenger, unbound, gravity, visitor, void, small, interconnected. 2017, veil, clarity, Hawaii, Haleakala, glimmer, ordinary. Messenger, afar, origins, defied, sun, Ort, Cooper, spaces, stars, eons, ejected, nursery, nomad. Mysteries, unfold, elongated, Sikar, tumbling, spin, reddish, scarred, rays. No tail, accelerated, explain, push, force, outgassing, jets, volatiles. Exotic, fragment, planet, iceberg, molecular artifact, civilization, probe, sails. Debate, fleeting, late, outbound, weeks, faded, night. Silence, carbon, darkest, lack, water, ratio, stretched, diversity. Processes, torn, binary, flung, rogue, weight, unknown, fortress, highway. Lingered, dream, 2019, Borisov, hyperbolic, born, sun. Activity, coma, tail, perihelion, kilometer, mirrored, comets, universal. Comfort, fit, outlier, enigma, unique, fluke, legions, sentinels, gulfs, waiting. 2025, secret atlas, network, threats, treasures. Wide scanning, spotted, barreled, Sagittarius, slicing, perpendicular, stone angle, larger kilometers, billion, scars, predating. Strangeness, no water, spectrum, absence, cometary, halo, coma, ices, ethereal, shroud, dust, volatiles. Trajectory, eccentricity, 6.14, velocity, violent cluster, Hubble, web, modeled organics, patches, ices, metallic, steadily. Period, stability, past. Mean, puzzle, fit, question, prevalence, models, year, bottleneck. Kin, surveys, cusp, changes, population, diverse, bathe, drifters, fingerprints, worlds. Implications, fragments, exoplanets, tussles, giants, relics, formation, disks, myriad. Medium, empty, gas, dust, rogues, untethered, darkness. Pebbles, river currents, winds, redness, irradiation, shape forces, collisions, steadier. Less, turmoil, primordial. Symphony, track, path, probes, glimpse, missions, rendezvous, urgency, spacecraft, sampling, chemistries, wonder, explorers, ponder, carry, blocks, life, panspermia, hop, credence, dreams, intelligence, natural, tantalizes. Nearer, curve variations, craters, shadows, velocity, 58 kilometers per second, provenance, compared, 26, demon, energetic. Immersion, sky, Mona, huddled, streaming, approach, imagination, fragment, heat, endure, traveler. Evolve, carbon-rich, scarce, halo, vapors, faintly. Implications, map, history, streams, merged. Anomaly, less, unique, similar, class, hydrogen, H2, invisible. Narrative, remind, unity, atoms, forged, bodies. History, speculated, meteors, 2014, Papua, extraterrestrial. Discovery, defense, serendipity, protection, wonders. Data, JWST, organics, prebiotic. Path, looping, exiting, months, unlike, brief. Mass, perturb, safe. Evokes, words, stuff, kin, fires. Mystery, cloud, collision,
warming. Comparisons: gassy, dry, hybrid. Triad, diversity, mirrors, asteroids, comets, twists, origins. Surveys: LSST, dozens, yearly, field. Scene: camera, pans, chase. Age: ray, 714 billion, older. Direction: Sagittarius, thick, disk. Signals: listening, immersion, chill, silent. Expanding, exoplanet, ejected, migration, flows, endless. Details: eccentricity, escape, infinity. Rotation, 16.16, variations, decreasing, activity. Name: honors, endeavor, nears, brightness, more. Theories: disrupted, exomoon, dwarf. Whispers: alone, curiosity. Unfolds: layer, eternal, dance.